In this video, I'm going to show you how to beat the 7-star Swampert Poison Terrestrialization form Black Star Crystal, mother of all monsters. Hi guys. So to get this raid active in your game, you're going to have to open up the menu. You're going to have to make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi. You're going to go to the Poke Portal. From here, you're going to go down to Mystery Gift. Then you're going to go down to Check Poke Portal News. And you can do this without Nintendo Online. And you can use this Check Poke Portal News to update your game to get the new raids. So Swampert is originally a water ground type Pokemon, but it's going to have the poison Tera type, which makes it weak to ground and psychic type attacks. It's going to have its hidden ability called Damp, which prevents the use of self-destructing moves, so it's kind of useless, not gonna lie, it's like a really useless move to have. In terms of its stats, it's really bulky, it's got good HP, good defense, good special defense, and it has quite a high physical attack. So the odds of it hitting you with physical attack moves is going to be higher than it will be with special attack moves. But since it's got poison, I would also be a little bit careful. In order to find the raid in your world, you just have to open up your map, make sure you're on the Paldean map, and then you're just going to look for the poison raid that looks like this, the Black Crystal Poison Raid. You should have one on your map during the release of this event. So it's going to be from the 31st of May to the 2nd of June, and again next weekend from the 7th to the 9th of June. So the Pokemon we're going to use today is Vaporeon. Vaporeon needs to be level 100. It needs to have the ground Tera type. This is very important because it's going to bait so many attacks and it's going to be so defensive that you are not even going to go below 80% HP. You're going to use the held item, the Metronome. This is going to boost the power of a move that is used over and over. This just allows you to defeat the raid a lot quicker. You're going to want the Water Absorb ability. This means that every time you're hit with a water type move, your Pokemon is going to heal instead of taking damage. And in this raid, you're going to get hit with a bunch of water type attacks and you're going to heal from it. And because we have the ground Tera type, we're going to be weak to water type attacks, which means that every time it uses a water attack thinking it's going to be super effective against us, it heals us. It's kind of the biggest troll. You're going to want to have best IVs in all slots except physical attack. That doesn't matter because we're going fully invested into special attack. You're going to want to have the modest nature that gives us the 10% increase to special attack for the 10% decrease in physical attack. For our EVs, we have 252 EVs into special attack. I also have 252 EVs into special defense. But now during this raid, you're going to get hit with Sludge Wave, which is a special attack, which you need special defense for. And you're also going to get hit with Earthquake, which we have a move to deal with to raise your defense. For our moves of choice, we have Mud Slap, which is going to inflict damage, but it's also going to lower the accuracy of the Swampert's moves. You're going to use this at the beginning of the fight a couple times until you can terrestrialize. So it's going to let you do damage as well as, unlock your terrestrialization form and lower the accuracy of Swampert so that it misses with most of its attacks anyway, the whole raid. Once we've terrestrialized, we're going to end up using Calm Mind, which is our second move over here, which is going to increase our special attack and special defense stats one stage at a time. And we're going to use this to max out our special attack. Ideally, we just want our special attack maxed out as soon as possible. And then with our move Tera Blast, it's going to inflict the same damage as our Tera type, which is ground. Because ground is super effective against poison, we are going to then do ground type damage, which is going to do a lot more damage with our Metronome the more times we use Tera Blast. Once you start using Tera Blast, we're essentially going to use it until we win. Our final move is Acid Armor. This is going to sharply boost our defense stat. We're going to use this right at the beginning of the raid to kind of nullify the first Earthquake that we get hit with. And we're also going to use it again the first time our stats get lowered once Swampert gets its shield. So let me go ahead and run you through the move order that you need to use in order to beat Swampert. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with 1 Acid Armor to get our defense double boosted. If you have an NPC on your team that also has Intimidate, it brings out the attack down on the Swampert. It makes its Earthquake hit a lot less. From this point, you're going to then hit it with 4 Mud Slaps. So 4 in a row. After the second one, it is going to steal your Tera Orb's charge and you will have to have that extra Mud Slap, so that's why we're using 4 Mud Slaps instead of 3. We're basically running to get our terrestrialization form because we're going to be super defensive once we have that active. So our main goal is to get terrestrialized into the ground typing. So once you do get there, Swampert will at the same time raise its shield and nullify stats and abilities on our side. So any stats that we've raised are going to be removed. So our Acid Armor, we're going to reapply, but we're also going to terrestrialize at the same time. So we're going to terrestrialize, apply Acid Armor so that we have the defense. If it does hit with Earthquake, it's not going to do that much damage. And from this point, we're going to use Calm Mind 6 times, which is going to raise our special attack by 1 stage and our special defense by 1 stage, which is going to nullify the damage from Sludge Wave the more this goes on. And if it uses Earthquake while you have the ground Tera type, for some reason, when it hits me with Earthquake, I heal. I tested this a few times and it literally healed me with earthquakes. In this footage though, it missed like every single one of its attacks though, which was crazy. But even when it does hit you with earthquake, it actually heals you when you have ground Tera. I don't know why, but that's a thing. Maybe it has something to do with my hidden ability, because every single time I got hit with earthquake, it would bring up my hidden ability and heal me. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. Anyway, we're gonna get Calm Mind up 6 times, so make sure you use it 6 times. Fully raise your special attack. Even when you get hit with Sludge Wave, it's not gonna do anything, as you saw. Once you get to this point, you can swap over to Tera Blast, and we're gonna use Tera Blast 5 times. This is gonna take 5 hits with the metronome item held to destroy the Swampert, right? So you're just gonna whack it over and over and over again. You'll see every time it will try to use attacks on me, I'm not going to take like any damage. Like you can see here, I'm tanking pretty much every single hit that Swampert is doing. Even if I was half HP, it's not even bringing me down low enough to even be a threat. So at this point, you're just waiting for the Tera Blast to happen, and eventually you're going to just slowly destroy its health bar. And because of the metronome item, every time you use Tera Blast, it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So by the time I'm like using the next 2, you're going to see that I'm actually going to finish this raid in the next 2 hits here. This one, boom, nice big chunk of HP off of it. And then the next one is enough to take it out of the game entirely. I've tested this raid about 3-4 times, and I've always won. So, you know, it's fine for me. And you can go ahead and catch it. Let me know in the description down below, which ball are you using to catch your 7-star Swampert? I'm using the Beast Ball, as you can tell right now. Here's a quick look at the rewards I got for beating the raid, in case you're interested in farming this. And thank you guys so much for watching.